Good morning, fourth grade. How's everybody doing today? I'm going to be going over lesson 10.06. And in this lesson, the learning targets are going to be that I can add mixed numbers with like denominators and that I can solve word problems by adding mixed numbers with like denominators. So we're going to have some problems that you're just going to have to compute and some that are going to be word problems that you'll have to figure out. All right. In the activity that I'm going to do today, and I'm going to share my screen. So in the activity that I'm going to do today, it's going to be the printable activity that is in this lesson. So this one doesn't have any word problems on it. It just has computation problems. All right. So these show mixed numbers. And remember what a mixed number is? It has a whole number plus a fraction. So the first problem that it has is it's 6 2/5 plus 3 1/5. So what you want to do first is you want to add your whole numbers. Okay, so you want to pull your whole numbers out. So this would be 6 plus 3 equals 9. And then you want to add 2/5 plus 1/5. Okay, and that equals 3/5. And if you add them both together, 3/5 plus 9, it equals 9 3/5. 9 3/5. So this first one was relatively easy. We didn't have to regroup or anything. So we just pulled out the whole numbers first, and then we pulled out the fractions, and we just add our numerators because the denominator is the same. It's a common denominator. Okay. And our second one is 1 1/4 plus 2 1/4. So let's add our whole numbers. 1 plus 2 equals 3. And then we're going to add 1/4 plus 1/4, which that equals 2/4. And I'm going to add that to my whole number, and that's going to give me 3 2/4. 3 2/4. So this was real similar to the first problem, where I don't have to regroup my fractions. And when I say regroup my fractions, we'll see in the next two problems what I'm talking about. All right, so we finished the first two on this. Now this third problem says 2 4/6 plus 3 5/6. So we're going to start off with adding our whole numbers. 2 plus 3 equals 5. And then I have 4/6 plus 5/6. So 4/6 plus 5/6 equals 9/6. Well, does anybody remember what kind of fraction that is when a numerator is larger than our denominator? That is called an improper fraction. So I will have 5 9/6. And I don't want to leave it like that. Okay, so what I want to do is, remember when we used the number bond for this? We were able to take 9/6 and we want to pull out a whole number. So if I have 6 in my denominator, then I have 6 in my numerator because that makes a whole. And then I do 9/6 minus 6/6 will equal 3/6. And I circle that whole so it doesn't get lost if I circle it. So now I want to add that to my 5. 5 plus 1 equals 6. And then I have 3/6 left over here. So my answer then would be 6 3/6. Okay. Again, I added my whole numbers first. Then I added my fractions, got 9/6. Then I had to decompose my 9/6 by taking out a whole. And I took out a whole, I added the whole to my 5, which gave me 6 wholes. And then I had 3/6 left over. So that gives me 6 3/6. Okay. All right. In this next problem, it's 2 4/10 plus 2 6/10. So I'm going to add my whole numbers. 2 plus 2 equals 4. Then I'm going to add 4/10 plus 6/10. And that should equal 10/10. Well, what does 10/10 equal? When my numerator is equal to my denominator, that actually equals 1 whole. So I can add my 1 whole to my 4 wholes, and that will give me the answer of 5. So that equals 5. Okay. I'll slow down a little bit. So we have 2 problems left. And then we have our last problem. We're going to use a number line to help us solve this, okay? And actually, we can use number lines to help us. It's not necessarily, once the numbers get bigger, it becomes a little bit more difficult to use it efficiently. It works better when you have like maybe 1 as your mixed number, 2 at the most. When these numbers get big, it gets a little bit more complicated. So this strategy works the best. So let's add our whole numbers. 5 plus 4. Again, I have 5 3/5 plus 4 4/5. So I'm going to add my wholes, 5 plus 4. And then I have 3/5 plus 4/5, which equals, I just add my numerators, 7/5. Okay. So 5 plus 4 is 9. So now I have 9 7/5. Again, that's an improper fraction. So I want to decompose that and pull out a whole number. So I have 5 in my denominator, and to make it 1 whole, I can make 5 over 5. Then I subtract 7 minus 5, and I think I have 2 left over. I circle my 5/5. So now I have to add that 1 to 9, and that'll give me 10 whole numbers. And then I have 2/5 left over. So my answer then would be 10 2/5. Okay. And we have one last one here. 8 1/8 plus 5 1/8. Now I might even be able to see this pretty easily. So this would be 8 plus 5 equals 13. 1/8 plus 1/8 equals 2/8. So then my answer would be 13 2/8. 13 2/8. All right, so we finished all those computation problems, all 6 of them. All right, and those are the answers that we got. All right, so now we're going to solve this last problem, number 7, by using a number line. So what I have to do is I have to figure out, first of all, it says write the addition equation shown by the model and solve it. All right, so it has a light gray and a dark gray. And so I have to figure out how long this light gray is and how long this dark gray is. So the next step is I have to figure out, first of all, what fraction am I dealing with mixed numbers. So I can find out the fraction by counting my tally marks between my whole numbers. So let me count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I know that in between are going to be 6. So that's 1/6, 2/6, 3/6, 4/6, 5/6. Okay? And then I have the number 1. Now, I can also put 1/6, 2/6, 3/6, 4/6, 5/6. But I want to add the number 1 before it because this is now a mixed number because it comes after the number 1. See how the first one was between 1 and 0. So these fractions are less than 1. But since I'm moving forward or to the right, now my numbers turn into mixed numbers because it's between 1 and 2. The same thing happens between 2 and 3. I have my whole numbers of 2. And then I can add my fractions, 1/6, 2/6, 3/6, 4/6, 5/6. And then my last one would be 3 1/6, 3 2/6, 3 3/6, 3 4/6, 3 5/6. Okay, So now I labeled my number line. That's the first thing I have to do is label my number line. Now I have to figure out what each bar is equal to. So I'm going to see it starts at 0 and it ends right here. And I look down here and this first one would be 1 2/6. 1 2/6. Okay. Now, the strategy that I think I would use on this one is to go, first of all, see what it equals. What does it go to at the end? And it looks like this one is, I'm going to circle it, is 3 3/6. 3 3/6. So I have to figure out, what do I add 1 2/6 to, what do I add, what mixed number do I add to 1 2/6 that are going to give me the answer 3 3/6, okay? So I look over here. I know that I have to move 6 spaces to equal 1 whole because they're sixths. So if I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so that's 1 whole. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's another whole. So that's 1 and that's 1. And then my last one here is 1/6. So if I add them all together, 1 whole plus 1 whole is 2, plus 1/6 is then 2 1/6. And then I can add them together to check my answer. Add my wholes, 1 plus 2 is 3. And then add 2/6 plus 1/6 is 3/6. And then my answer would be 3 3/6. And that's what I got as my answer. Okay. So this is adding mixed numbers. And this is my learning target again, is that I will be able to add mixed numbers with like denominators. And we did not do the word problems. The word problems you will work on in that lesson, okay? But it's basically, you'll use the same strategy for adding mixed numbers with like denominators. So hopefully this will be helpful for you as you do this assignment 10.06, okay? And I will send this link to your inbox. And I hope you all have a great day.